All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Viking Vision. Today we are featuring the Pacifica Tritons and the Hueneme Vikings varsity boys volleyball team going head-to-head today here at the Viking Gym. I am your announcer for today, Cody Kinzer. My co-announcer is not here today, but I will be doing all of it. Okay. Pacifica is currently going up to get ready to do this. We've got about 40 seconds left before the game actually starts. Hueneme has shown some good play over the past two games we've announced, but they haven't quite cut it when it comes to actually taking a win. Judging based on the practice, Pacifica has also been doing some very consistent play. No particular strong hitters, at least from what I saw just in the practice, but we'll see how things turn out overall. I currently do not have any league understanding of Pacifica. However, Hueneme current league standings are 10-7 when it comes to overall, and their league is 1-4. It used to be 1-3, but it was changed to 1-4 due to their loss to Rio Mesa last week. Definitely a couple players to watch out for when it comes to the Hueneme team are Jacob Vallejo with his strong arm. We've got others like Alexis Ambriz, which has been playing a lot, Antonio Toledo, which has been a really good defense, and a couple other players on the Hueneme team. I don't know much about Pacifica, but definitely this game will show how good each team is. Currently on the Hueneme side, we have Oscar, we have number 9, which is Jorge Romero, we have number 20, Alexis Ambriz, we have number 13, which is number 13. We have number 10, Ernesto Gonzalez. And we have got number 3, De Santos. Over on the Pacifica side, we currently have number 0, which is Alfredo Garreta. We have number 10, Diego Villanueva. We have number 9, Chris Casimiro. We have number 7, Francisco Cardena. Number 3, Victor Arroyo. Yeah, should be good there. Oh, and number 12, Hector Ortega. Hueneme's first serve to serve would be number 3, De Santos, serving for Hueneme. And it's out. First point goes to Pacifica with an ace against Hueneme, out of bounds. Currently serving for Pacifica, number 9. Decent. Decent serve. Number 2, Oscar Herrera hits it back over to Pacifica. Number 0 spikes it. It goes out of bounds for Pacifica. It is now tie game 1-1. Currently serving for Huanimi is number 6. Decent serve by number 6. Number 10 on Pacifica spikes it over to Huanimi. Some very coordinated play from Pacifica right now, as well as from the Huanimi team. A decent save by number 3 on Pacifica team. And another point for Pacifica. We're currently looking at a 1-2 score as it currently stands. Serving for Pacifica is number 0, Alfredo Garreta. Huanimi nearly sliced the ball, but it was saved by one of the teammates. Pacifica gets a point. It's currently 1-4. Pardon, 1-3. Number 0 serves on Pacifica side. Spiked by Oscar Herrera, getting Huanimi a second point. It is currently 2-3. Serving for Huanimi, number 7, Brian Baron. A floater serve by number 7, Baron. Decent blocking by Pacifica's number 0. And a great hit by Huanimi, getting them their third point, making it back to a tie game of 3-3. Again, serving for Huanimi, number 7, Baron. A floater serve by Baron. A nice fake by Pacifica's number 10, followed by a tap by number 3. Point for Pacifica. As well as substitution, number 10 of Pacifica going into the benches, number 7 being his replacement, which would be Francisco Cardenas. Serving for Pacifica, number 12. Nice hit in between the defense on Pacifica side, bringing it back to a 4-4. Number 3 being substituted for Robert Guerrero on the Huanimi side. Number 11, excuse me. Alexis Ambriz just served for Huanimi side, number 20. Pacifica's number 1 did a very angled spike towards Huanimi. Out of bounds hit for number 3 on Pacifica side, giving Huanimi their 5th point, giving Huanimi a 1-point advantage. Almost nothing in the long run. Alexis Ambriz spiking yet again. Out of bounds. Number 11 and number 1 on Pacifica side have just substituted. Currently in Angel Villanueva, I should say. And he is now currently serving, number 11 on Pacifica, Villanueva. And hits net. It is 6-5 currently. Huanimi still has the 1-point advantage. Number 6 on Huanimi was just substituted. Ooh. Very bad hit by Pacifica's number 7. And the ball goes in between the defensive line with a hit by Huanimi team. It is currently 7-5 with a 2-point advantage for Huanimi. So far, Pacifica's had some good play, but they've definitely been making a few mistakes that have been costing them some points. Oscar Hero just served for Huanimi. Number 7 spikes it over to Pacifica. Number 3 does a hard spike over to Huanimi. Nice fake out and spike, but it ended up out of bounds. The fake out tactic didn't quite work. It is currently 7-6. Huanimi still holds a very small advantage over Pacifica. Currently serving for Pacifica, number 3. Nice tap. Pacifica gets the point. It is currently 7-7. Tie game. Serving again, number 3 on Pacifica side. A nice spike right into the defensive line. Goes right in between and gets hit twice by the defense and then goes right out of bounds for Pacifica. Currently a 8-7 score. We just had another substitution currently. Toledo, number 17, and number 10, Ernesto Gonzalez, have just switched with each other. As well, number 7 has been substituted. Number 17 serves. And they hit it low. Pacifica just lost another point to Huanimi. It is 9-7 currently. Serving again for Huanimi, Toledo, number 17. And goes out of bounds. 2 out of a serve and 2 floating. Currently 9-8. Still, Huanimi holds a 1-point advantage. Number 7 and number 15 on the Pacifica side have just been substituted. Currently serving for Pacifica, number 15, Michael Cazares. Out of bounds for Huanimi. Hard of a spike. It is now 9-9. Tie game. Serving for Pacifica, number 15, yet again, Michael. And Huanimi hits the net, giving Pacifica the advantage of 1 point. Essentially nothing in the long run. We are looking at 9-10. Serving again for Pacifica, Michael. Nice hit by Oscar. And it gets barely in, giving Huanimi their tie yet again with 10-10. Number 11 and number 3 have just been substituted with each other over on the Huanimi side. De Santos is back in play, and he is currently serving for the Huanimi team. Decent serve by De Santos. A good spike by number 0 on the Pacifica side. Huanimi side tried to block, and it went out of bounds. Number 11 and number 1 on the Pacifica side have just been substituted with each other. We now have Angel Martinez over on the Pacifica side. Number 9, Pacifica just served. A tap by the Pacifica side by number 1, Angel Martinez, and it was just enough to get past the Huanimi defense, expecting a hard spike. And we are currently looking at 10-12. Serving for Pacifica, number 9. Nice low, very shallow serve. And Huanimi got denied by Pacifica's number 10, Diego Villanueva. A really nice block by Pacifica. Again, serving is number 9 for Pacifica team. Really shallow serve, a really good one. Nice hit by Huanimi. And Pacifica gets another point. It is 10-14. Huanimi has lost a huge lead to Pacifica. We are going into timeout for Huanimi side. Based based on the gameplay we've been seeing, Huanimi and Pacifica have been showing some exceptional teamwork with each other and cooperation, but it seems that Rio Pacifica has a bit more of a trickier side to it than when it comes to something like Rio Mesa. Rio Mesa was just straight up much better than the Huanimi team. Regarding the Pacifica team, they seem to be doing a lot more of faking out, tricking, doing a lot of things that end up being much different than what the Huanimi team is expecting, such as a tap instead of a hard spike when the spike's expected, ending up giving Pacifica quite a bit of a lead over Huanimi. That's not all. Pacifica has been showing a bit better play. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. It's still anyone's game. The minimum amount of points that need to be made here is another 11 points, but that is if Pacifica goes on a complete winning streak. And number 9 is serving yet again for Pacifica. Nice hit by Oscar Herrera. It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds because Pacifica has touched it. It's now 11-14. Serving for Huanimi is number 6. Angel Mares. Good serve by Angel Mares. Really good hit by number 10 by Pacifica. Blocked though by the Huanimi team. And number 0 hits it, and it's in. Oh. Point for Huanimi. 12-14. Serving again, number 6 for Huanimi. A good fake out by the Pacifica team. We're currently looking at 12-15. Serving for Pacifica, number 0, Alfredo Carrera. Shallow serve by Carrera. Good hit by Huanimi, blocked by number 10 by the Pacifica side. And they hit the net. It is 13-15. Huanimi still has a couple points to catch up to Pacifica, but it's still anyone's game. We'll see how Huanimi does during this match. Serving for Huanimi, number 7, Baron. Nice shallow serve by Baron. Number 3 taps it over. Oh, and a nice spike by Huanimi, getting right between the defense and falling right to the floor. It is now 14-15. A mere 1-point advantage for Pacifica side. Serving again, Baron. Oh, a slice by number 7, Baron on the Huanimi side after a decent by the Pacifica side. Number 15 and number 7 have just been substituted with each other. Currently in play for Pacifica is number 7, Francisco Cardenas, yet again. Serving is number 12 for the Pacifica side. Nice hits by Huanimi, followed by kind of a spotty rally between the Pacifica players. It gave Huanimi another point. It's currently 15-16. Serving for Huanimi is Alexis Embreeze. Nice spike by Pacifica, gets right into their defense, and it goes right out of bounds afterwards. 15-17. Number 1 and number 11 have just been substituted. And now serving for Pacifica is number 11, Angel Villanueva. Good serve. Good hit by Oscar Herrera, getting right past the defense, going into the back line of Pacifica. A spike by number 11, Villanueva, goes right into the net. Specifically, Angel Villanueva. Currently serving for Huanimi, Oscar Herrera, number 2. A very floaty, very far spike goes served. Goes right out of bounds. 16 to 18. It's a very close match so far. Very close match. No decisive winner so far. Serving for Pacifica, number 3. Followed by a good spike by number 13, but it's going right into the net, making it 16-19. 3-point disadvantage for Huanimi. Both teams are performing exceptionally, but Pacifica just seems to be doing a little bit better. Serving number 3 by Pacifica. And a really good hit by Pacifica going right past the defense. 16-20. Pacifica team currently is going insane. Serving again, number 3. And they sliced it out. Point for Huanimi is 17-20. Currently serving for Huanimi is Toledo. Number 17 getting ready to serve. And the ball's in play. Bad hit by number 3 on the Pacifica side. Goes right into the net. Is 18-20. Serving again for Huanimi is Toledo. Huanimi's point, 19-20. Toledo serving. Number 9 setting. 0 spiking on Pacifica. And it's barely in. It's 19-21. Number 15 and number 7, along with number 12, have just been substituted. 15 now in play for the Pacifica team. And 15 is now serving. Michael Sazare is now serving for the Pacifica team. Shallow serve. Nice hit by Huanimi, blocked by Pacifica's defense. Nice hit by 7. Followed by a nice spike, but it gets blocked and hits the floor. It is now 19-22. Huanimi is currently at a 3-point disadvantage of Pacifica High. Serving for Pacifica, number 15, Sazare yet again. A really good block by number 0 on the Pacifica team. Number 9, pardon. Whoa! A really clutch play by Huanimi's defensive line. Nice block by number 7. And it's Pacifica's point is 19-23. Pacifica is just 2 points from winning. The first set, that is. Currently looking at 19-23. Currently number 15 on the Pacifica side is getting ready to serve. We are currently waiting for something to finalize before we continue on here. And we're ready to go. Timeout for Huanimi. Timeout for Huanimi. So far, based upon how the two teams have been performing, Pacifica's been doing very well when it comes to getting past Huanimi's defense, when it comes down to just overall playing much better. Definitely fixed a couple of the mistakes they were making earlier on in the game. Huanimi has been doing well to boot, but just not quite enough to match it to Pacifica so far is not to say that Pacifica is guaranteed to win this first set. Huanimi still has a chance. They are only 4 points behind, and Pacifica is 2 points away from winning the first set. We will see how it goes. And we are about 10 seconds from going back into play. Huanimi's been doing very well. Alexis and Breeze have been doing well. Toledo's been doing very well. Number 7, Brian Baron has been also doing very well. Over on the Pacifica side, number 0 has been doing well. Number 9, and number 10, as well as number 15, have all been doing extremely well so far in this game. And back in play with the serve from number 15 on the Pacifica side. We've got some good play going on. Number 0 spikes it over to Huanimi, but it goes out of bounds. 20-23. Huanimi is a mere 3 points away from matching Pacifica's score. Number 3 and number 11 on the Huanimi side have just been substituted for each other. Number 3 is currently serving for the Huanimi side. De Santos back up to serve. Shallow serve by De Santos. A nice spike by Pacifica's number 10. A good hit by Oscar Herrera on the Huanimi side. A nice little tap by number 0 on the Pacifica side. Some really nice play this rally. And a good hit by Pacifica, but it goes out of bounds. We're looking at 21-23. Near 2 point difference. Timeout for Pacifica side. So definitely Huanimi has fixed a couple of their issues with Pacifica. Definitely changed their strategy a little bit. They've been able to collect 2 more points since last time out. It's currently a very close game. 2 point difference. Huanimi still has a chance in order to minimize their loss, if not take a win here for the first match. And from there, we will continue into the next matches. Minimum 3. Currently about 20 seconds going into play again. Both teams are ready. They've re-strategized, and we're about to begin play again. Huanimi's number 3, De Santos, is back to serve. The ball's now in play with a floaty, kind of shallow serve. Oh! Point for Huanimi because of forehand. The ball barely didn't make it over the net on Rio Mesa's or Pacifica's side. And we're now looking at a 22-23 game. Oh! Pacifica hit the ball. It would have been out of bounds, but it's currently tied 23-23. De Santos serving yet again. And ball's in play. Nice dive by number 7. (24-23). Serving again, De Santos with a good comeback from Huanimi. It's 24-23. 24-24, tie game yet again. Now a team must reach 26 in order to win this first one. A substitution, number 1 with 21 on the Pacifica side. We now have Angel Martinez back in play on the Pacifica side. Decent serve by number 9 on Pacifica side. They sliced it. They sliced it into the net. 25-24. Huanimi needs 1 more point to win. Pacifica needs 1 more point to tie it and then make it go into another 2. 13 has just been substituted with number 6 on the Huanimi side. We now have Angel Mares serving. Nice. And Huanimi takes the first match. Really good match, extremely close. It was never a decisive victory for either team. Huanimi started off kind of losing kind of by the middle. And in the end, they brought it back and they took it. They took the win. Huanimi wins with the first set. We'll see how they do in the next couple sets. Out of the past 2 games, Huanimi has lost both. So we'll see if Huanimi wins this one. But definitely Huanimi adapted very well near the end, doing extremely well versus Pacifica. Pacifica started off in the middle, really getting on top of Huanimi, kind of shutting him down. And near the end, Huanimi did very well at adapting, kind of building up the strategy in order to play against Pacifica. Being especially watchful of their front line that was getting a lot of very good spikes in, along with a couple taps here and there that faked out the Huanimi team. They kind of learned to notice those things and kind of what was going on. Looking about 1:50 before the next match begins. But so far, I do believe we are going to be seeing a really good game with how close that last match was. I don't expect things to get any more boring than they are. That was the wrong way to say that. I expect things to stay exciting. I apologize for that comment. That was not what I intended. We're about a minute until the game begins yet again. We'll see how Huanimi does. So far, they've been doing some really good play. We'll see if they continue that play in this match. Pacifica's also been doing some good play. We'll see if they can actually pull it back and come out on top this second set. Both teams are getting back onto the court, ready to play. Currently in play, we've got number 9, number 20, number 13, number 3, number 17, and number 2 on the Huanimi side. On the Pacifica side, we've got number 10, 1, 0, 3, 7, 9, and 12, all in play. Definitely some star players on both teams. Oscar Herrera has been a really good player so far, having some good spikes. Toledo's been a good defense and serving quite often. Toledo has gone out of play in exchange for number 7. And currently serving for Pacifica is number 9, which is Chris Casimiro. A good serve by Chris, nice and shallow and really fast. A really good spike by Pacifica, and they hit it shallow. Good hit by Oscar Herrera. Puts the game at 1-0. Number 6 and number 13 have just been substituted on the Huanimi side. Currently putting into play Angel Maurez, who is currently serving for the Huanimi side. Nice hit way towards the back. Nice little tap by the Huanimi side. It goes way into the back. Pacifica recovers quite well, though. Whoa. An attempted tap, but it didn't quite work out for Huanimi. It was blocked immediately. They attempted to recover and send it sailing back over to Pacifica side, and it just ended up going out of bounds. Currently serving for Pacifica is number 0. Good serve. But they're going for a reserve. And the game is back on. Good serve by Huanimi. will set the spike. Alexis Ambrose with a high set, followed by a spike that's immediately blocked by number 1 on Pacifica, making it 1-2. Number 0 serves yet again for Pacifica. Guanimi player doesn't really hit it, kind of just lets it go to the ground. It is currently 1-3. Serving again at number 0. A nice recovery by the Guanimi team, but it goes out of bounds, making it 1-4. Beat 1-4. Pacifica currently has a 3-point advantage. Guanimi does need to do a little bit of re-strategizing and rethinking of what they're doing. Ball hits the net from the serve, making an ace going towards Guanimi. 2-4. Toledo and number 9, which is Jorge Romero, have just been substituted with each other, putting into play Toledo for a defensive line. Number 7, Baron serving for Guanimi. Good spike by Pacifica and a nice dive by number 7, Baron, over on Guanimi's side. A really good spike by the Pacifica side, hitting right in a sweet spot where no Guanimi players were readily available to block a ball. Really smart play by Pacifica. Serving for Pacifica, number 12, Ortega. A nice spike, and it was sliced out by Guanimi, goes sailing into the stands. Looking at a 2-6 game currently, Pacifica with a decent 4-point advantage over Guanimi. Again, served by Ortega. Spike by Oscar Herrera, goes out of bounds. Wait. No, it does not go out of bounds. They counted it in 3-6. Apologies for that call. There's currently a discussion on that matter. Okay, it has been finalized. It is 3-6, Guanimi's point. Number 3 on Guanimi's side has just been substituted with number 11, Robert Guerrero, on the Guanimi side. Serving for Guanimi, Alexis Ambrose. And a nice serve. Guanimi's point, I believe it was a 4-touch. It's 4-6. Again, serving Alexis Ambrose. A nice rejection by Robert Guerrero. Really good rejection by Pacifica's defensive line, throwing it right back into the Guanimi area after a good spike. 4-7 currently. Serving for Pacifica, we've got number 11, which is Angel Villanueva. Just served the ball to Guanimi. Oscar Herrera does a light spike over to Pacifica, followed by a nice defense by Robert Guerrero and Toledo. Putting it back over to Pacifica side, touch, and then it's point for Guanimi. 5-7. 2-point advantage for Pacifica. Serving for Guanimi, Oscar Herrera. Number 2. Floaty serve by Oscar Herrera. Out of bounds, hit by Pacifica, making it 6-7. Huanimi is catching up slowly yet surely to Pacifica. We may see a trend from the last time build up. Serving again, Oscar Herrera. A nice block by number 7 on the Huanimi side. A good spike by Oscar Herrera. A good spike by the Pacifica team. And a nice recovery by Huanimi. Out of bounds, 7-7. Currently a tie game. The Vikings are doing an exceptional job at adapting to Pacifica's strategy, with Oscar Herrera serving again. And Huanimi's point. 8-7. Oscar still serving for the Huanimi team. And ball's in play. Number 12, Ortega, hits the ball. Out of bounds. Huanimi's point yet again. 9-7. Huanimi has taken the lead by a decent 2-point margin. Again, Oscar Herrera serving, and the ball's in play. Out of bounds. 9-8. Huanimi hit, or Pacifica hits, with number 3 serving. A nice set by Alexis Embreeze. And they hit the net. 10-8. Huanimi with 2-point advantage. Number 7 and number 9 have just been substituted with each other, putting Jorge Romero back into play for the Huanimi team, and putting Baron back in seat. Oh, that serve barely made it over the net. And number 13 kicked the ball on Huanimi team, making it 10-9. Another substitution, Ortega and number 7 on the Pacifica team have just been substituted out, putting Francisco Cardenas and Ortega out of play. Out of bounds serve by Pacifica, putting it at 11-9. Substitution, 11 and number 3 on Huanimi side, putting De Santos back into play, and he'll be serving for Huanimi. A nice serve by De Santos. And Pacifica hit it into the sweet spot yet again, a place where no Huanimi members are readily available to block the ball. Substitution, 11 and 1 for Pacifica, currently putting Angel Martinez back into play. Serving for Pacifica, number 9, Chris Casimiro. Good serve by Casimiro, but it goes out of bounds, making it 12-10. Maintaining Huanimi's 2-point advantage over Pacifica. Substitution, 13-6 for Huanimi, putting Angel Mares into play, and he will be serving for Huanimi. Good serve. And they slice it, giving Huanimi another point, 13-10. Again, serving for Huanimi, Angel Mares. Timeout, Pacifica. This set started off with Huanimi performing very, well, underperforming versus Pacifica, but Huanimi miraculously was able to pull it back without a timeout. And now they are currently using a 3-point lead to push forward through the second set versus Pacifica. We'll see if they can maintain that or if it's just a fluke for now. It's no one's game. That's all that can really be said. We have been seeing some good plays by Oscar Herrera, by Antonio, by Angel Mares, by a couple of players over on the Huanimi team. We've also been seeing some good play over on the Pacifica team, such as Chris Casimiro being a good server over for the Pacifica team. We've been seeing some good stuff from Hector Ortega, which is number 12. Some good plays by Alfredo Garajeda, which is number 0 on the Pacifica team. We've just been seeing some good play overall, but these teams seem a lot more on an equilibrium with each other than one being on top 90% of the game. Serving for Huanimi, number 6, Angel Mares yet again. A consistently good spiker server for the Huanimi team. Again, Pacifica hits the sweet spot. It's 13-11. Because number 0 serving. Huanimi's Oscar Herrera spikes it with a fake of number 9, Jorge Romero, but it ends up being more of a detriment as it goes back into Huanimi's court, hitting the floor, making it 13-12. Nice hit by the server on Pacifica. Really good spike by Oscar Herrera, getting blocked by number 0, which was a really good block. Couple taps by the Huanimi side, sending it back over to Pacifica. A nice recovery by the Huanimi team after a light tap into kind of a gray zone. A nice spike and fake out with number 9 and number 2, Oscar Herrera and Jorge. They've both been in unison with each other very well, both doing very good together. But he has currently been put out of play in exchange for Toledo, a really good defender on the Huanimi side. Currently serving for Huanimi, number 7, Baron, yet again. Ball is back into play. Nice spike by Pacifica, going right underneath Alexis Ambriz's defensive area, hitting him in the feet. Number 12 has been substituted in, putting Ortega back as the server for Pacifica team, and he'll be serving for right now. A nice shallow serve by Pacifica. Decent block by Alexis Ambriz after a tap. Oh! And Pacifica gets another point because of hitting the ball right into the middle defensive line, making use of Toledo's sturdiness kind of to bounce it off of him in the net. We're currently at 14-14. Toledo hits it over with the tap. Decent set by Pacifica. Fake out with Toledo and Oscar. Good spike by number 6 on Huanimi team. A great block by number 3, and a nice bump by number 20. Very long rally, a lot of good play. Out of bounds on Huanimi, giving Pacifica its lead back of 1 point, 14-15 currently. Serving for Pacifica, number 12, Ortega, yet again. And Ortega does a nice spike. Serve. Number 1 on the Pacifica side had a little tap over Huanimi. Same with number 6, tap over Pacifica. And it's been sliced out, 14-16. Pacifica is taking the lead yet again. Whether or not they'll keep the lead, we'll see. Still serving for Pacifica, Hector Ortega. Nice spike by Juanimi. Out of bounds spike by Pacifica, making it 15-16. Substitution, Robert Guerrero and number 3, De Santos. Serving for Juanimi, number 20, Alexis Embreeze. 15-16 game currently. Nobody has a decisive victory here. A nice tap right into the Goldilocks zone of no defenders by the Pacifica team into Juanimi. Another substitution, number 1 and number 11, putting Angel Villanueva back into play, and he'll be serving for Pacifica for right now. A nice serve. And Juanimi sliced it out of bounds, giving Pacifica another point. Is 15-18. Pacifica was currently a 3-point lead. Served by number 11. And out of bounds on Juanimi is 15-19. Number 11 serving for Pacifica. A nice hit by Toledo, blocked amazingly by number 23. Another good spike by Oscar, blocked yet again. Timeout Juanimi. One thing that Pacifica has been excelling at is keeping an eye on their frontline offense for the Juanimi side. They've been blocking a lot of very powerful spikes, especially from Oscar Herrera, Alexis Embreeze, and Antonio Toledo. But Juanimi still has a chance. It's 15-20. They pulled it back in the last set, so we'll see if they can pull it back now. We may be going on to a 4th or 5th set, though. About 30 seconds, and we go back into play. We're back into play. Sorry for the intermission of me announcing here. We are currently taking care of some business. Serving for Pacifica, number 11. And we're ready to go. Number 11 serves. Nice by Oscar Herrera. Nice hit. And Pacifica hits it into the net, making it 16-20. Some more business being taken care of, this time by both refs. Pardon the omission. Serving for Juanimi, though, will be number 2, Oscar Herrera, yet again. The business needs to be handled, and we're going back into play. We're currently back in play. A really nice spike, but then a really nice block by the Juanimi side. Out of bounds spike by Robert Guerrero. 16-21 as of right now. Number 3 serves for Pacifica. Number 13 spikes and they slice it way out of bounds for Pacifica side. 17-21. Antonio Toledo serves for Huanimi side. Ball goes right to the ref. Antonio Toledo just been substituted with Oscar Herrera, I believe. Actually, no, number 7, Baron. Apologies. Number 21 on Pacifica side is getting ready to serve. A nice fake up by the Huanimi team. And the ball is recovered by the Pacifica side. Oh! Really strong spike by number 13 on the Huanimi side. Rejected immediately by Pacifica. It's 17-23. 6-point advantage for Pacifica. Serving again, number 21. Out of bounds. Huanimi's point. Wait, Pacifica's point. 17-24. Pacifica is currently on the route to winning this second set, putting us at a minimum of 4 more matches. Out of bounds on Pacifica, making it 18-24. Robert Guerrero and De Santos have been substituted with each other. De Santos going up to serve. Currently 18-24. Huanimi is 6 points behind Pacifica. Some really nice hits. And second set goes to Pacifica. 18-25. Definitely some good play from both teams. Pacifica did exceptional though. Getting some balls into the great spots where there's no defenders on the Huanimi side that are readily available. And just overall playing very well. The Tritons are definitely a force to be reckoned with versus the Vikings, but that's not to say the Vikings are any less so. We'll see how the rest of the game unfolds in about 2.5 minutes. We're currently looking about another minute until the gameplay starts yet again. Both teams have been re-strategizing during this time. Definitely some of the star players on the Pacifica side have been number 0, number 3, number 11, number 7. Those have been some of the few star players over on the Pacifica side. They've been doing exceptionally well the entire time, for the most part. And on the Guanimi side, we've been seeing players like Antonio Toledo, Oscar Herrera, and a few more are doing extremely well as well. But in the end, Pacifica just seems to have a little bit better of a communication with each other. Number 0 as well for Pacifica, I should say that. And we are going back into play. Both teams are huddling. Well, Pacifica at least is huddling. And they're getting ready for the third set. Match. Toledo has been substituted with Baron on the Guanimi side. Currently serving for Guanimi is number 3, De Santos, a consistently good server for Guanimi. Whoa. Nice spike by Oscar Herrera. A good hit by number 0. Alfredo over on the Pacifica side. First point goes to Pacifica. 0-1. Substitution 1 and 11 for the Pacifica side. Putting into play Angel Martinez and putting out of play Villanueva. Serving for Pacifica number 9. It goes right into the net. Guanimi's ball yet again. Substitution number 6 and number 13. Putting into play Angel Mares. And he is currently serving for Guanimi. Good serve by Angel Mares. And a dive by number 12 ends up in not making much of a hit over on the Pacifica side, making it 2-1. Good hit by number 6. And out of bounds for number 10 on the Pacifica side. Just a bit too hard. Got some good hits by Pacifica. Point Pacifica. Substitution 3 and 21 for the Pacifica side, putting into play Oscar Ochoa in the defensive line. Serving number 0. Alfredo Gareta over on the Pacifica side. And out of bounds on Pacifica with a bad hit from number 9, putting the score at 4-2. Antonio Toledo is put into play, throwing out Jorge Romero. Serving for Guanimi is number 7, Brian Baron, yet again. Another consistently good server for Guanimi. A nice tap by number 1. Lack of communication from Guanimi. No one went for the ball. 4-3. Substitution 10 and 23 currently putting into play. Eduardo Hernandez on the Pacifica side. Serving number 12, Ortega. Nice spike by Guanimi, going right into Ortega, going right into his legs. Substitution 3 and 5 on the Guanimi side, putting into play Melanio Atencio. Or Atencio. Atencio? I don't know. Nice spike by number 1 on the Pacifica side. Recovered by Oscar Herrera. Another nice hit by number 1. Nice little tap. Good hit by 21. Would have went out of bounds, but it was blocked by number 7 regardless. A decent fake out, though kind of a little bit of a stretch. Really good hit by number 1 on the Pacifica side. Angel Martinez going right into the back corner. Substitution 1 and 11 on the Pacifica side. Putting into play Angel Villanueva, who is currently going to be serving for Pacifica. And there goes the serve. A nice hit by Juanimi. A nice hit by Pacifica, followed by a really nice block. And Pacifica gets another point, making it 5-5, tie game. Serving for Pacifica, number 11. And here we go. Nice hit by Oscar Herrera and a nice block by number 11. And point for Juanimi, hitting right in the bounds, making it 6-5. Some really nice hits going out. Nice hit right in between the defense of Pacifica for a hit. I believe. Serving for Juanimi at number 2, Herrera. Good serve, floaty. Good spike by 21, goes out of bounds and hits the coach, or the ref. I apologize if I say Rio Mesa. I don't know if I have it from last game, I suppose. Another spike by Oscar Herrera on the Juanimi side. Good tap by number 21 on the Pacifica side. Point Juanimi, 9-5. 4-point advantage for Juanimi, a pretty decent lead, a good cushion, definitely. Timeout Pacifica. Juanimi has been doing exceptionally well this match. Definitely some good play right now. Pacifica has been doing exceptionally well. Some really heavy hits here and there. Juanimi's kind of adapted to it, doing a lot of defensive strategies and getting in the points that they can. Definitely a lot of adaptation required in order to win these kinds of matches, especially when both teams are so closely matched with each other that there basically is no difference between the teams when it comes to their skill level. They're both exceptionally good teams. Juanimi has kind of had a low run for the past 2 games, going against Rio Mesa and I believe Channel Islands, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, both teams in this case seem very even. Nice hit by 21 after a serve from Oscar Herrera. And hit into the net, giving Pacifica another point. 9-6. Substitution, 21 and 3, putting into play Victor Arroyo on the Pacifica team, as well as substitution 6 and 0, putting into play Julian Rosas. Serving is number 3, Victor Arroyo. Nice serve. Good spike. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. And we're currently going into a discussion on whether or not it is a Huanimi point or Pacifica point. So pardon this small interruption. His final is the Pacifica point, 9-7. Serving for Pacifica, number 3, yet again. A nice serve by number 3. Really heavy spike blocked by the defensive line of Pacifica. 4 hits. It's 10-7. 3-point cushion for Huanimi. We have just had a substitution. Jorge has just replaced Beron on the Huanimi side. Toledo is currently serving. A decent serve by Toledo. Good hit by number 6 on the Pacifica side. Out of bounds, Huanimi. 10-8. Substitution 23-15. As well as 10 and 12. Currently, Diego Villanueva has been put into play, and so has Michael Caravera. I don't know. Nice tap by number 10 with a fake out spike. Another nice tap by the Pacifica team, number 6. And sliced it out of bounds, making it 11-8. Still a 3-point cushion for Huanimi's team. Substitution 5-3 on Huanimi, putting into play De Santos for serving. Good serve by De Santos. The number 15. Number 10 has a spike right into a number 5. Number 9, actually. Nice defense by Alexis Embreeze. Hitting it right back into Pacifica's side, giving them another point. 12-8 currently. And another serve. And it's Huanimi's point with a failed hit by Pacifica's number 10. 8. 13-8. Nice little tap by Pacifica. A nice little spike by Huanimi. And a decent hit by number 6 on Pacifica's side. And a good hit. And number 11 dives and slices it out of bounds, making it 14-8. Huanimi currently stands with a 6-point advantage over Pacifica. Still serving for Huanimi is De Santos. Nice spike by De Santos. Serve by De Santos. Ooh. 15-8. Apologies, 15-8. Still serving, De Santos. Out of bounds on De Santos, and Huanimi team is 15-9. That is still a 6-point advantage. Substitution of 1-11 on the Pacifica side, putting in Angel Martinez into play in the defensive line. Currently serving for Pacifica is number 9. Chris Casimiro. Nice spike by number 2 right into Casimiro. Casimiro dives and attempts to hit it but fails. We are now 16-9. 7-point advantage for Huanimi. Substitution 13-6, I believe, for Huanimi. Out of bounds. Giving Huanimi another point. It is 17-9. Huanimi is winning by a current landslide. But it is still anyone's game. Anything can happen. Nice hit. A dive by Pacifica ends up not going well yet again. Guanimi seems to be hitting it in these kind of like Goldilocks points. We are in a timeout currently. Guanimi has definitely adapted to Pacifica's strategy. They're going for the players that are kind of weak when it comes to their defense, but kind of strong to their offense. And they're getting these points that are kind of having people dive and then slice the ball out of the court entirely and putting it as out of bounds. And it's been working for Guanimi. It's 18-9 currently. They have double Pacifica's score. Definitely some good play, though. Definitely some good play. We're about 10 seconds from going back into play. Pacifica is standing up after getting lectured, and they're getting ready to play yet again, even harder. At least I hope. Guanimi is ready yet again. Number 6 up to serve, which is Angel Mares. And we're going into play. A nice serve. Nice little touch after a fake out of a spike by number 10. Nice recovery by Guanimi side. Good spike by Pacifica. The ball goes high. Nice little tap by Guanimi side. Oh. Bad defensive response by Guanimi. We are currently looking at a substitution. 0 and 6 currently. Number 0 going into play, and number 21 going into play for Pacifica. Chris Casimiro is currently in play, and so is number 0, Alfredo Gareza, who has been doing some really consistent play that's been really good. Out of bounds, Guanimi is 18-11. A 7-point advantage still for Guanimi, giving them a really good cushion. They can afford to lose some points, not that really should mean they should. A really nice block by the Pacifica side, and it's sliced out on Guanimi. It is 18-12. Serving for Pacifica yet again is number 0. Alfredo Garrera is ready to serve yet again, and the ball is in play. Some nice hits, and they missed. Pacifica missed 2 hits, putting it at 19-12. Guanimi 7, Baron is back up to serve. Jorge just left in exchange for Toledo for a stronger defensive line. And the ball's in play with Baron serving. And ball goes in between the defensive line of the Pacifica. Barely goes over the net, but just not enough. And it's 20-12. Massive lead for Guanimi. Another good serve by Baron. Really nice tap by number 1 on the Pacifica side. And number 10 spikes it into the net. It is 21-12. Repeat, 21-12. Guanimi is a mere 4 points away from winning. Pacifica has to catch up with a total of 9 points to even get close. Served right into the net, 21-13. Substitution, 12-10, 23-15. Currently serving is number 12, Hector Ortega. Consistently good server, but that wasn't his serve. Went over into the net, 22-13. Substitution, 3-5 for Guanimi. Putting into play, Melanio Atanasio. Serving, Alexis Ambriz. In advance, I must apologize if I pronounce any names incorrectly. Oh, and a missed hit by number 23 on the Pacifica side, giving Huanimi another point. It is 23-13, a 10-point advantage now for the Huanimi team, and a mere 2 points away from taking the second or the third match. Nice spike by number 1 on Pacifica. Really hard, right in a Goldilocks zone. Substitution 1 and 11, and back in play is Angel Villanueva, who is currently serving for Pacifica. Another good server. And ball's going into play now. Right into the net. 24-14. Huanimi is a mere 1 point away from winning this third match. Serving is Oscar Herrera, and substitution 6-13. Substituting in a strong hitter, and they have Oscar Herrera being the server. And the really low serve, really low. Going under the net is 24-15. Substitution 3 and 21. Putting into play Victor Arroyo, and a substitution 6 and 0. Putting into play Julian Rosas. Serving for Pacifica is number 3, which is Victor Arroyo. Nice hit. They sliced it off into the stands. 25-15. 10-point advantage for Huanimi, putting them at the third, or putting us at the fourth match. Huanimi with 2, Pacifica with 1. Pacifica has to win this match and another in order to win. And Huanimi needs to win just one more in order to take the win. Currently, we've been seeing a lot of good play from both teams. Definitely some really coordinated play from Huanimi nowadays. Earlier on, they were not doing as well, but they've definitely changed in how they were. Doing much better now. Same with Pacifica. They've been doing really well, but not versus Huanimi at this point. Huanimi seems to have far outmatched Pacifica for now. We have yet to see another 2 matches. That is, if Pacifica wins this one. If Huanimi wins, it's the end of the game. But definitely a lot of the start players like Victor Arroyo, like Antonio Toledo, Jorge, Alexis Ambriz, they're all good players, and they are showing it. Definitely a couple of the other good players over on the Pacifica side are number 0, which is Alfredo Grajeda. Number 9's been doing really well. Number 1 and number 11, Angel Villanueva and Angel Martinez. Chris Casimiro has been doing very well, and so has Hector Ortega. That's not to say that they are the only good players, but they've been some of the ones that I've noticed a lot when it comes to their exceptional play. But we still have yet to see one more match, minimum 2 more if Pacifica wins. So we'll see how that goes. And we're getting ready to get back into play. Pacifica's serve. Currently serving at number 9 on the Pacifica side, which would be our favorite Chris Casimiro, a very consistent server and a overall good player. Nice serve by Casimiro. Out of bounds hit by number 13 on the Huanimi side, giving Pacifica first point of the match. Still serving for Pacifica is Casimiro. Nice block by Huanimi side. Substitution 6 and 13, I believe. There's friendly discussion. Please pardon this small intermission as a small discrepancy is being solved. One. It was Huanimi's point. Served is number 6. Nice spike blocked by number 3. Oh! Huanimi's point. Ball went out of bounds. Number 6 serving for Huanimi. Spike by number 10. Dive by number 7. No follow-up, though, from number 3. Tried to kick it. Didn't quite realize it was coming towards him. We're currently looking at 2-2. Nice serve by number 0 on the Pacifica side. Really nice spike by Oscar Herrera. Currently looking at a possible substitution with Toledo and Jorge, and it's not possible now. It's done. Served by number 7, Baron. Nice recovery by Pacifica. Nice spike by Oscar Herrera. It goes out of bounds on Pacifica. It is 4-2. Again, serving is Baron. And here we go. Nice defense by Antonio Toledo and Alexis Ambriz. A nice dive by Alexis Ambriz, but it ends up going out of bounds regardless of his efforts. 4-3. Currently serving for Pacifica is Ortega Hector. Nice spike by Antonio Toledo. 5-3. Substitution 3 and 5 on the Huanimi side, putting into play Melanio Atanasio. Nice recovery by Alexis Ambriz. Spike out of bounds by Pacifica. 6-3. 3-point lead for Huanimi. Serving for Huanimi is Alexis Ambriz, number 20. Pacifica attempts the spike kick, goes right into the net. It is 7-3. Timeout, Pacifica. Huanimi's been playing exceptionally well so far, and I don't have any doubts that Huanimi will be at least doing exceptionally well throughout the rest of this match. There's still a chance that Pacifica will win, so there's no decisive, Huanimi will win. But I do believe that they will continue to play as exceptional as they have, and I do hope that Pacifica will be playing a bit better That way we have a bit more of an even matching rather than a avalanche of score going right towards Huanimi. 16 seconds and we're going back into play. And we're going back into play. 5. Antonio Toledo, Oscar Herrera, and a few other players, including number 5, 6, 20, and 7 are in play on the Huanimi side. 7, 9, 3, 12, and 2 others are currently in play over on the Pacifica side. Number 0 sets it. Number 1 has a light tap over to Huanimi. Nice spike by number 7. Touch and goes out of bounds. 7-4. We're currently looking at number 11 on Pacifica side. Villabuena serving again. Nice touch by number 20. Nice defense by Huanimi side. Nice hit by number 6, but it's out of bounds. 7-5. 7-5. It's still 2-point advantage for Huanimi, but the advantage is slipping. Serving is number 11 yet again on the Pacifica side, Villanueva. Nice spike by Antonio Toledo, getting them another point and giving them ball control. Substitution 6 and 13 for Huanimi side, putting out a strong hitter. 8-5 currently for the score, and Oscar Herrera is serving. Number 2. Nice serve by Oscar, really floating. Nice hit by Pacifica. And that serve was, or spike was in the line, giving Huanimi 9-5. So a 4-point lead for the Huanimi team. Serve by Oscar Herrera. Really short serve, but it was enough to screw up Pacifica, making it 10-5. 5-point advantage for Huanimi. This is the kind of exceptional play I'm talking about, and there's been some mistakes that Pacifica has been making. Nice serve by Oscar Herrera. And a miscommunication between 11 and 9. 9 hits it out of the way of 11. 11 was getting ready to hit it back towards Huanimi. Communications like that can cost you points, as it just did. It's 11-5. And a really nice serve by Oscar Herrera. It looked like it was going to be out, but it was barely in, to a point where it got Huanimi another point. It is 12-5, 7-point advantage. So far, it's being a landslide. Another good serve by Oscar Herrera. Really nice hit by Pacifica. Nice tap by Huanimi. Good spike by Huanimi. Ball goes high. Good hit by Pacifica. Nice spike by Oscar. But point for Huanimi. Or not for. Pardon. For Pacifica. It is 12-6. Serving for Pacifica. Oh, never mind. We're going into timeout. Pacifica has been doing poorly versus Huanimi for right now. I don't know if it's attributed to them being a little bit nervous in the fact that they have a good possibility of losing this match. But definitely, that is not to say that they are bad players. They've been doing well for the rest of the game, but they are making more mistakes right now. Huanimi has been consistently good throughout, except for a few bumps here and there around the road. due to Pacifica advancing its own strategies and adapting to Huanimi. So we'll see how both teams do in the remainder of this match and possibly into the next match. Huanimi is 12, Pacifica is 6. A 6-point advantage for Huanimi. Pacifica still huddled, and they are now entering the court. Serving for Pacifica, number 3, Victor Arroyo. And the ball is now in play. Nice hit by number 7, followed by a nice spike, but right into the defensive line, getting rejected, giving Pacifica another point, 12-7. Still a 5-point cushion for Huanimi. Another serve by number 3. Nice spike right between the defense, giving Huanimi another point. It was a good spike by Antonio Toledo, who's been really good at defense and offense simultaneously. And he is now going to be serving for the 14th point for Huanimi, or 8th point for Pacifica. Here we go. A nice defense by Huanimi. Multi-touch for Pacifica, giving Huanimi another point. It is... Whoa. Apparently it's not. It's 13-8. Currently serving for Pacifica, number 15, Michael Cesare. Nice spike by Oscar Herrera to Pacifica. Oh, and a low shot by Pacifica right towards Oscar Herrera. Getting them a point is 13-9. 4-point advantage for Huanimi. Serving number 15. Whoa! Attempted fake out. Tap didn't really work. Is 13-10 currently. 13-10. Advantage still goes to Huanimi with a 3-point advantage. Served by 15. Nice hit by 13. Hits the net. Point for Huanimi. 14-10. 4-point advantage. Substitution 3 and 5. De Santos is back to serve. Into the net. 14-11. Serving for Pacifica, number 9. Number 9. Chris Casimiro. Generally good server. Sliced it out on the Huanimi side is 14-12. Serving it again, number 9, Casimiro. Out of bounds, 15-12. 3-point cushion for Huanimi. Substitution 6-13, putting into play Angel Mares. Here we go. Number 6 serving. Nice block by number 7. Nice spike by number 6. Nice tap by Pacifica. Recovered by Alexis and Breeze, but to out of bounds zone, 15-13. A mere 2-point difference between the teams. Huanimi still has the advantage though. Substitution 2 and 3, putting into play Ricardo Manzo. Serving number 0. A nice recovery by Huanimi after a tiny bit of miscommunication. Nice spike, Guanimi, blocked by number 15. Another nice spike going right into the quarter by Oscar Herrera, giving Guanimi their 16th point versus Pacifica's 13. Toledo going into play in substitution of Jorge. Number 7 on Guanimi's side, Barron, getting ready to serve. And it's been served. Really nice serve. Out of bounds, though. 16-14. Substitution 15-7 and 10-9, or no, 10-12, pardon, on the Pacifica side. Putting Ortega as their server. Good spike by number 6, barely making over the... Ooh, that was in, barely in the corner. It's 16-15. Pacifica is closing the lead of Guanimi. They're currently only a 1 point away. Ortega, yet again, ready to serve on the Pacifica side, and the ball's in play. Nice defense by Guanimi. Out of bounds. Guanimi's point, 17-15. Guanimi is starting to kind of take back their lead, but it's too early to say whether or not they'll keep it. Substitution, 5 and 3 on the Guanimi side, putting into play Milano Atanasio. Serving for Guanimi, Alexis Embreeze, and the ball is in play. In for Guanimi, 18-15, 3-point advantage for Guanimi. Serving yet again, Alexis Embreeze. Nice hit by Oscar Herrera. Nice defense by the defensive line over on the Guanimi side. Nice recovery by number 6 and Alexis Embreeze along with Atanasio. Nice hit by Oscar Herrera right in between the defense. 19-15. 4 over Pacifica. I don't know what's up with me today where I keep saying Rio. Alexis Embreeze serving yet again. Just over the net, really shallow serve. Nice hit by Guanimi, but it gets rejected. It's 19-16. Pacifica's point. Substitution, 11-1. Putting into play Angel Villanueva, who will currently be serving for Pacifica Tritons. Decent serve. Nice hit by Guanimi, getting right in between the defense. Guanimi's point, 20-16. Substitution, 13. And number 6 for the Guanimi side. Serving for Guanimi, Oscar Herrera. And we are going into play now. High ball, high ball. Nice block by Guanimi team, giving them another point. It's 21-16, 21-16. Guanimi's a mere 4 points away from taking the entire game. Pacifica's got some catching up to do by 5 points. Nice hit by Oscar Herrera as the server. Nice recovery by number 7. Oh. Point Pacifica because of out of bounds hit by Oscar Herrera. 21-17. Substitution number 2 and number 3 on the Pacifica side, putting into play Victor Arroyo as the server. Ball's been served. Nice hit by Antonio Toledo. Point Guanimi because of no touch. 22-17. 22-17. Substitution 9-7. Putting into play Jorge. Serving Antonio Toledo. A nice hit by Alexis Ambriz. Ball goes into the stand. 23-17. Huanime needs but 2 points to win. We'll see how the rest of this game turns out. Antonio Toledo up to serve yet again for the Huanime team. And here we go. Nice defense by Huanime. It is 24-17. Huanime needs 1 point to win. The entire game, just one. Here we go. Barely over the net with a serve by Antonio Toledo. Out of bounds. Huanime wins. Huanime takes the game. And that does it for this game. Thank you for tuning in to Viking Vision. We'll see you on Thursday for the next match of Huanime. And from there, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Vikings win this round.